okay, about billions that were stolen and laundered into into Joe Biden's sons and others' account. And of course, his son is Tyrone Biggums, who got all kind of problems with baby mama stuff, because even she is saying release the tax returns from Burisma, because I want some Burisma money to take care of your baby, Joe. I'm sorry, Tyrone. All right? Who, by the way, is currently engaged to be married. While the media is trying to tell the people that his daddy is presidential material. That's the level that they will go through, all right, to maintain control, all right? But I'm telling you, all kind of stuff is coming out. And a lot of it is about people and things that we've already told you about in terms of the main points of contention with everything that's going on. Like this: William Barr is justified in calling out George Soros. This is from the Epoch Times again. Here's what they say. It's darkly ironic that the same time that William Barr called out George Soros for financing progressive district attorneys, we had yet another bloodbath in Chicago. 13 people were shot and wounded in a mass shooting at a large memorial gathering early Sunday in Chicago's South Side. The event was to honor the birthday of a gunshot victim, Lionel Irvin, a 22-year-old who was killed in April during a carjacking attempt. There's this recent development where Soros had been coming in Democratic primaries where there's not been much voter turnout and putting in a lot of money to elect people not supportive of law enforcement and prosecuting criminals, but pursuing social agendas. Okay? They've started to win in a number of cities, and they've not given support to the police. Now, let me stop right there, because I don't want nobody to think that I'm talking about supporting police. No. What I'm talking about is equal justice under the law, okay, which is what Malcolm talked about, which is the bone of contention and has been in this country for as long as I can remember. And the fact that there's two tiers of justice, one black, one white. And then you can, there's another subdivision where you can dissect it again into two more pieces, one for the rich and one for the poor. Unless the rich happen to be black. Then they're subject to go to jail. Okay? But the rich whites only get slaps on the wrist in terms of jail time. All right? Now, they say there's this recent development where Soros has been coming in, blah, 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 blah. They say the Attorney General, who is Soros's opposite, launched a crime reduction operation in major cities from Detroit to Baltimore. Okay? Now, this ain't unlike what Reagan did when Reagan was the president. And again, let me say this. I don't want anybody in any stretch of the imagination to think that I supported Ronald Reagan. Couldn't stand him then, can't stand him now. Again, it ain't about them. It's about people being treated fairly. All right? And that the system of white supremacy is predicated on an unfair justice system. if you remove that unfair justice system, the system of white supremacy collapses. And then everybody can live on this ball without all the contention. But it is the law that is the primary stumbling block for everything that's been going on in this country. The Klan couldn't operate without the police assistance. Okay? The Clintons couldn't do what they've been doing all these years without the police and the law enforcement agencies working on their behalf. And now you see the manifestation in all that criminality, or the eve of El manifesting itself with the behavior at the very top of the CIA and the FBI. This is the culmination of all of this stuff that's been going on for centuries, for almost 200 years of criminality. And it's no small coincidence that Trump can really be considered the Abraham Lincoln of his time from this perspective. And again, I have to refer to the movie The Watchmen, because the white people felt that they were being subjected to an adverse justice system, and as a result, they formed their own secret society to deal with it, called the Cyclops. Well, that's quite interesting, because Trump is going to be the first Republican president since Lincoln to begin the process of blacks moving back to the Republican Party. That's what you see going on, family. You see, under the premise that the Republicans were the racists, black people in the middle 1900s moved away from the Republican Party into the Democratic Party. Okay? And been getting a raw ass whooping by the Democratic Party ever since, because they were considered the Dixiecrats. Okay? But the propaganda was the big bad Republicans. Now, I'm not advocating for either one of them. I'm a non-voter and non-participant, and gonna stay that way because I know better. Eventually, these parties come up under the domain of white supremacists, and they switch. That's why I haven't advocated that anybody go to the damn Republican Party at all. Okay? Now, so Trump is going to do what Lincoln did. And that's scaring the hell out the Democratic Party. Again, trust me, family, when I tell you, they scared to death. Because once that happens, they know, and Trump sees it, that Juan Valdez and his folk are going to be riding with the Democrats, them the new niggas. They kicking black people to the curb. And black people, many of them just don't realize it yet. Okay? But 2020 is going to afford everybody the opportunity to see just how the eve of El these people are. Now, let's go on here.